Hello and welcome to Scottish Car Enthusiasts, the Lockdown Sessions. And in this video, we're going to look at a fairly newish fairly new edition of a Practical Performance Car magazine from December 2020. So, Practical Performance Car is basically what it says in the tin. It's practical for family, it's performance orientated if you like a wee bit of fun, and we're going to have a look at this magazine. So on the front cover we have the BMW 3 Series Turbo, 80s icon with 600 brake horsepower. There's a Volvo P1800 spoiler alert, an Opel GT Zetec. It's be interesting to find out what script that is, and will be annoy any Vauxhall fans by putting a Ford engine into an Opel. How to buy a camper van, and an Alfa Romeo. So let's have a wee look at this magazine. So first, got a double page advert for Machine Mart, basically selling all kinds of tools like trolley jacks, trolley chairs to go under the car while you're working on the car, generators, and they usually feature on the first two pages a practical performance car. And needless to say, I have actually bought stuff from Machine Mart, from this magazine, just mainly from this magazine, to work on my own car. Then we get into the contents page, so we'll just go through some of the stuff here. We've got the BMW on page 6, got another BMW there. Oh, it's like a kit car type thing. Not sure what that is. 28. It's actually a mixed bag. A brief history of aerodynamics. Well, that spoiler's going to work well. Got a Midas kit car here. They got some Scotch eggs. We have a Fisher Fury track car. And the Practical Performance Car staff cars. And this is just the welcome note from the editor, Will Holman. So we're moving into our first car, Shark Attack, which is the BMW 3 Series. So this guy wanted an E21 3 Series that could rival a modern M3. It looks like he has nailed it. So here we go, we've got some of the spec here. There's the BMW engine there. Munich tuners, I think it is. There's some of the big valve head and purpose-made turbo cam. I'm guessing this is the guy's ever love for a bike. I'm not a bike fan, but that's a really nice bike. Then we've got the engine in there, big massive air filter in there, and you can see getting fed through a space where the headlight would have been. Carbon fibre mirrors. Moving into the next page now. Some car. And there's that bike again. There's the owner. Picking up some prizes there. Another view of the engine bay. Apparently it has massive brakes, but the brakes still aren't good enough. I do like the wheels on this, they are a work of art. Even trailers the bike as well. That'll be one fast bike ride on that, being trailered. Let's see if we can find some specs on this car. I just love the colour of it. It's got 600 brake horsepower and the current tyres are struggling for grip. And that looks like a modern interpretation of a Integrale. So COVID car news, part 1, subsidised EV buyers. Moving down we have the regular feature in the bath, and they're talking about Land Rovers. Then we have the pub quiz, cool ad for a month, and then regular features, spot the engine. So last month's engine was a Renault Clion Elue. It's apparently made for the Renault 16, but it went into the Alpine A110. An advert for rust problems at rust.co.uk. There's somebody guessing the engine on the car. This is the letters page now. We've got Cortina Mark III memories. Carrying on to the next page now. Toyota Frog Eye. DAF Sod. An advert for QED Speedflow Auto Electric Supplies. And then on this feature, this is on any Sunday. It was a track day at Blyton Park. It's a very soggy Blyton Park, as you can see. And into our next part of the magazine is road food. Now, you should view hunger pangs on the motorway as an opportunity to eat food you might otherwise spurn. So this is the top 10 foods you would probably eat on the motorway or at service stations. So you've got number 1, you've got your Greggs sausage roll there. I'm quite partial to a sausage roll from Greggs or a vegan sausage roll. I'm not vegan, but I prefer our vegan sausage rolls to our actual meat ones. A local sandwich. A Ginsters. Again, I sometimes have that as well if I stop at services. Travel sweets. Many a holiday memory of having travel sweets, even if it's just like being given sweets by my mum and dad as we were going down to holiday. A meat pie. Number 5. Number 6 is sketchy knockoff crisps. So you got your fancy cheap ones, so say like Monster Munch or anything like that. Number 7, fruit pastels. Quite like fruit pastels. Scotch egg. And then at number 8. Number 9 is, yes, I'm quite tempted to like a roadside burger. I have been known to have a burger at the side of the road. And forgotten chocolate in the glove box. Well, if it was in my glove box, there'd be no chocolate left. Moving on, we've got an advert for Kent Cams, JetX exhaust systems, Retro Ford, and an advert for modified car insurance. Mixing up. So this is a 1969 Opel GT. What else is hiding behind the garage door? Let's find out. Well, it looks as if we've got a Fiat 126 there. There's the Opel GT there. There's the 126 again. Gotta admit, I do like the Opels. I like the Mantas is probably my favourite version of the Opel. I think I'd have one of them over a Capri. And to be quite honest, I think that's quite local actually. I'm not sure if that's like Berwick. We're just going to have a wee look again. I'm not sure if it was Berwick, it just looked quite familiar. So that's the Fiat 126. I love these wee cars. There used to be one round the corner from us where we used to stay. A broken down Opel. A Winnebago. There's the 126 in the Opel. Then we've got Car Builder Solutions. RWD Motorsport. Performance Unlimited. Before moving on to Reader's Cars, so what's in your garage? Car project engine rebuild. So this guy here has got a Volvo P1800, which was immortalised in The Saint. You've got to love an old Volvo. P1800s were built by Jensen for the first 2 years of its life. That is a work of art. And then we move into the staff cars. There's a nice selection of cars there. So let's find out what we've got on. So we're going to turn over for this month's madness. So first of all, we've got a Alfa 155. When was the last time you seen an Alfa 155? The last time I seen an Alfa 155 was at the Cars and Coffee in Kelso. And there's a 306 there as well. That is one car I'd still like to try as an Alfa. And we continue with the staff cars with a Scimitar. And let me say, Princess Anne has one, you know. So this fuel tank's been modified to take a Discovery fuel pump. Moving on to here, we have a 27 litre V12 Rover SD1. Now, if you were thinking that Matt from Furious Driving's Mercedes was a bit of a find, well, check out this one here. This one looks as if it used to be like a yellow cab in New York, but I don't think it was. My neighbours started to complain about the oil stains on the road. And moving on is a subscription page. I've actually got a subscription with them. I do it via PayPal. I think it's a monthly order. It works at about £4.50 a month or something like that. I'm saving about £1 a month by purchasing via PayPal. Then we've got the built not bought feature, which is the Midas Touch. So Dave Tompkins' wife suggested he got himself a project car. He didn't need asking twice. Soon this Midas kit car joined the family. I tell you, if my wife said that I could buy a project car, then I would be. But at the minute, I get met with disapproving scowls of, I would quite fancy another car on the drive. No. The front suspension have been really dangerously bodged up. Apparently the unique Midas rear beam was salvaged. Don't really know too much about a Midas kit car, but they look kinda cool. Made an advert for, I'm not sure what it's called. Let's build it together. From ground up to top down builds and everything in between. So just like a parts company by the look of it. Then we move over to Walker's Workshop. So what's this wee car here? It's actually a Legend. If you're not familiar with Legends, check out Knockhill. They have a race series, a Legend race series up at Knockhill. We have a TVR, Blackpool's sports car. Moving over, there's a wee Hillman Imp.